Righto, good morning, ladies and gents. This is your continuation of the work we started yesterday, and today we will be concluding with presentations. Right, I need you to focus because we've got a lot of work to cover. It's not that much in specifically that much, but I've made quite a few slides so that it's easy for you to remember. It's actually just 3 pages in the notes, but you'll see I made almost 23 slides, so I want to cover this in depth. So if there's 3 or 4 or 5 videos, please bear with me. I hope it will be to your benefit. So firstly, when you want to prepare support materials for a presentation, you want to convey a message. So as you can see in this image, it says manufacturing cost 1998 with the different split of what is a different manufacturing cost, right? We can see labor is only 15%, and the biggest one is your overheads, which is your rent, your water and electricity. Then it's materials, and then your depreciation. So you can see there's a lot of cost to involve, but we need to convey that message. So you should have visual aids that assist you in conveying this message. You don't want to give them a table with all the numbers. That will mean nothing, and most people glance over it without being able to understand what it says. But this table, this graph actually tells them what they did. So when you present something like this, look at this, just take a mental image, and now you'll see it's large and clear lettering. It's easy to read, right? There's not too much writing. The statistic graphs are shown. Immediately you can deduct to see which is the biggest, which is the smallest. It's a summary of the text. It's not everything. It's colorful and it grabs attention. Remember, you don't want to have a thing that's all over the place, and it should be meaningful and appropriate. If you just have images of cats everywhere, it doesn't mean anything. So make sure you use the right thing. So now we're going to continue on the different types of visual aids that you can get. And we're going to look at data projectors, handouts, interactive whiteboard, video conferencing, flyers, brochures, etc. And this is just the second slide. I don't know why the first one was there in any case. So we're going to go through one by one. Okay, overhead projector. Oh, this is the second part of what we're doing. So the first one is a data projector. So by now, I hope all of you know what a data projector is, and it is as you can see in the image at the right hand corner, it's a technological device that we plug in. We can cast our screen to a whiteboard, right, or to a dedicated space that's reflective, not reflective, but that will showcase the information. And we use this in large groups, right? Small groups, large groups, but this is a good tool for large groups. So it projects your images from a computer to a screen. That was what I want to say. And it's a great way to summarize. When you want to show a summary, this is a good way to do it. All the others also, but you can here take them through a step, like using a PowerPoint presentation, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's lekker to see that. You can use it with all the other devices as well. You can create a mood through showing images and videos like this. When you see this, you imagine you're sitting outside in nature, camping probably, having a braai, and you're just creating that mood so that your next slide can be powerful. And like I said in the first point, it's a summary of the information. That's important. Remember, summaries are always important. Handouts is, whether big or small groups, it's something that you want to give your groups, right? You want to give them something physically, and that is normally a summary of a presentation and follow-up activities, or a bit more detail that you do not want to give them in the presentation to bore them, but here you can give stats or financial analysis that they actually want to read afterwards. It's also a reminder of what they've discussed, and we discussed that, the details, and it gives you structure and focus of the presentation. Yeah. All right, next one, interactive whiteboard. Now, if you have accounting, you'd have seen it in Mr. Marais' class. Otherwise, I don't think there's other teacher using interactive whiteboard. I really want one, but it costs a lot of money, and the usage I would get from it is not that beneficial. So you can use it for big or small groups. It's important. You can do brainstorming.